Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Classics Rider, Episode 24. We start off right away with a new month. We head into August. It's contract time, but also right now, more importantly, at least in the short term, is we have leveled up and have the opportunity to choose where to spend some points. Now, if we take Northern Classics, we're not gaining anything hills or cobble right now, so that's probably not going to be a good idea. Barradur, not going any stage races, we at least would get some mountain points. Climber would get mountain points and a couple resistance, and I definitely want the resistance points. So at the moment, that's looking like the way to go. Sprinter, don't need it. Puncher, yeah, nothing with the climbing. So, stage race or climber. What was the difference? Prologue, don't need at all acceleration. So climber, we'll take climber. So that's 1 point for mountain, which isn't much, but it's a little better than it was. 2 points for resistance. That's the big thing right here. It gives us a chance to have a little more punch for a little bit longer. We also have a skill point to use. Willpower, let's see, network. Yeah, we'll finish off stealth, even though I've still never effectively used it. Not sure what the purpose of those are if they don't actually let you use it at all. Alright, so we're into August. We should have a contract offer of some type coming fairly soon. Hopefully from Bahrain Merida. But it could be a couple weeks off still. AG2R's budget is down. And the Tour de... is that Polgne? Coming up. If I'm not pronouncing it, it's Polgne. Already stage 5 out of 7. Super windy. And we're heading into our final circuit. But we are going to see the finishing line here first and foremost. Peloton has shrunk considerably, just 41 riders left. The first 4 stages were all sprint stages. John Degenkolb taking the bulk of the victories and time on those stages. He's about half-minute clear of the rest of the field. But we pretty much had full group together outside of those time bonuses. So as we go with 50k left, Solano, I'm going to try to get you to get water, and I'm not sure how well that's going to go, but we'll see if you can get back up here. It's a short distance. We're just about to hit that little climb, though. This might not work. Fellini's the only other one left at this point. The pace has been really hot. That's why the Peloton's down to 41 riders. There are still 6 off the front. They've got a minute and a half, and Solano's been dropped. We're going to need water coming from Fellini here in just a moment. And I'd like to send him back before we get too high up here, so let's go ahead and do that now. My last rider to protect me through the next climb and give me a chance. So, objective, win the stage, which would put me in a position for the overall. That's the finish line right there. Next time through, this race will come to an end. That's not much of a hill either, so we're not going to get anything from that. 38km/h wind, so it's very gusty right now. And the finish line, that sector, the wind's at your back, giving you a nice hefty push. But we have just turned around right now, and we're starting to head into that wind from now until we hit the top of the climb, and then we'll circle back on the way through. So this climb and the next are into the wind. So it's dangerous to get out alone. But the good news is it actually could lead to a significant gap. And with 4 riders still a minute ahead, there's a little bit of space to bridge over to. Fellini's nearly done here, but he's keeping me fresh with 35k to go. And my plan is to actually attack on the next climb as again the finish is not enough. It's a long ways to attack out from, but you can see that finishing climb, there's nothing to it. And with the wind at our backs, we'd never get away from the field. So peloton down to 27 already. So we're down to a very small select group here, and a lot of them are going to be tired, like Polgne. Meaning there's really only going to be 4, 5, 6 riders that could give me chase. And if it's that small of a group and I can recover a bit on the descent and then have the wind at my back, we'll see. Maybe they'll catch me and I'll get a top 10, or I stay away, get the stage, and maybe the leader's jersey. Might as well go for it, right? Alright, so done with the first set of climbs. Into the big one. I will be able to use the surprise opponents for a change. That'll be nice. Set of 95. Not quite ready to go uphill, but it starts pretty quickly. We don't want to go initially as we're still kind of on the flat. We're going to be going here in just a moment. Why does it always take it away when I want to use it? There we go. Here's the uphill section. Can we get through around this corner, and then we're going to accelerate off the front. Bridge the gap real quick. There we go. 12 seconds clear, 15 seconds clear. One rider has gone off the front. Nope, just me now. Nearly to the top, 20 seconds. Now there's 5 chasing. 4 chasing. I want to save the gel for the final climb. 16 seconds. It's not a big gap. I might be caught by this small group, but that's what I talked about before. I'm hoping for a small group. Alright, we sit up, we join the group. It's 11-6 something. It's a little bit of a yo-yo right now. But there you go. I've got plenty of energy left still for that finishing climb, and it's just 15 riders, it looks like. Mühlberger, Bennett, Fiermos, Fliegen. I have the wind at our back, and a smaller group I might be able to get away from, especially without the team support. So these guys are all isolated. Simon Clark, 20k to go. Mühlberger working. I don't know if there's any other Boro riders here, but or Jumbo-Visma riders, but that could be why these two are at the front. And that's good. Instead of just sitting up, I've got a couple guys working anyway. Under 15k, I'm going to speed it up for a little bit. Nothing happening on this descent. The bad news is most of these guys are all recovering. We're up to 16 now. With this descent, they're all recovering, so I won't be the only one capable of attacking here late on. Oh, Degenkolb got back. Wow. Dang. Okay, 10k banner. Fellini's back now. We're up to 26 riders. This was not enough pace. I used my gel early because I want to attack early. 8k. Not much of an uphill though, but there's a little bit of a lengthier section. This first one is too short, too steep. Gel's kicking in. There you go, 3%, 6%. There's that short, sweet section. The next one's a little bit longer. Fellini's working at the front, but he's got no energy, but at least he's doing something. Oh, my gel's already done? Really? Oh, too soon, too soon.
5 kilometers to the finish line.
Coming up on it, though. Coming up on it. 5k to go. This is plenty of energy. This is not... It's 5%. It's 5%. Okay, I'm off the front.
No, the favorites is giving an inch.
3K to go. 13 seconds. It's a very small gap. We're almost over the top. It's going to be downhill to the finish. 2K to go. 16, 17 seconds. And we can sprint to the end because it's downhill. 1K to go. 18 seconds. That's going to be enough. We got it. We got it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Stage victory. 15, 18, about 16-second gap. Fliegen takes second. Conrad, Viermos, Simon Clark. Degenkolb stays in sixth, so we're not going to make up the gap on him. There's Moscon, De Plus, Martin are all in there. Reichenbach is there. These guys are losing some time, though, especially this group coming in. Gross-Schartner, Bowman, Rosa all losing time. It'll shake up the standings a lot, but I have a feeling that Degenkolb will still be in first place from the looks of it. But I'll be at least into the top 10. I would imagine I'm 37th, 43 seconds down entering the stage. So actually Degenkolb has a 43-second advantage. Last time I checked the time was, I think, one more stage previous, and Degenkolb won again. Just keeps picking up time with 5 of 7 stages being sprint stages. 4 of those behind us. And he's picked up more than 10 seconds per stage on average. He's picked up some of the sprint points as well. Picking up a few extra seconds in those. But we get the stage win. Not comfortably, not the big gap that I was looking for, but they give me no gap at all. It was 16 seconds. Where's my 16 seconds? Screw you. It's a hills stage, not a sprint stage. This game frustrates me how it does that all the time. Fight for a gap and you don't get the gap. 16 seconds over Degenkolb would have me in range with one more stage to go, but instead I only pull back 10 seconds. Take 16 seconds off that, I'd be 17 seconds down with 1 to go. Another stage victory, and that's 7 seconds, and then a small gap. Again, like say 16 seconds, and I'd have the lead after stage 6. I at least move up to second, but very frustrated with the lack of continuity in this game. Sprint stage, I get it if they would give me the same time as everybody else, just the way that they classify the sprint stages. But that was not a flat sprint stage. And I get a bad evaluation for only being off the front for 6K. I was off the front longer than that, I thought, but okay. Because I was off the front twice, or was the breakaway still there when I went off the first time? It was, initially. Okay. So I only got maybe 500 meters before I was caught. And then it wasn't considered a break because it was considered the peloton, even though there was only, what, 15 of us, 20 of us? Movistar budget going up, Ineos budget going down. Wow. One more hills stage, and then one final sprint stage, so Degenkolb has every chance of hanging on. Really surprised he was able to get over those climbs, because, you know, Degenkolb is not a climber. This is a lot more intense in terms of the climbing. It will almost certainly be too much for Degenkolb. It might be too much for me. So we'll see if we can hang on this time. This is our opportunity, though, to move into the race lead and secure the possible finish, but I do not feel well. So I've got a 0 race day condition with a couple negatives, just phase 1 of not feeling well. But this could hurt. I'm looking at a 0, but might not get it. 3% hit on the fitness isn't much. But if it hits the race day condition at all, I could be in for a world of hurt today. So we've got a long stage ahead of us. And we've only just gone over the first 3 climbs, which is a circuit. The 4th climb, the uncategorized one, is the finishing climb. Now, the breakaway has yet to form in a substantial manner. They're still pushing, chasing, fighting one another. As a result, the peloton is still pushing, chasing, not yet content with the form of the break. So through 3 climbs and now going into a 4th, and you can see we're into the final kilometer eventually of what will be the stage. There's the finish at 7-8%, but it really only ramps up right in the final meters. It's not going to be an easy stage. Not going to be easy at all. But I could do something here. But because of the pace, right, we're already down to 60 in the peloton. The break is still battling itself. And here was the team assignment. I'm the leader, but I'm a leader outsider, even though I'm in 2nd overall. And it's a hill stage, and you got a flat stage next, meaning if I get to the end, I'm looking at podium. Instead of giving me full or most team support, they give me leader, outsider, and a single teammate, and then made everybody else on the team a Barrador. So they're giving everybody free reign. And what happens? The 2 best climbers instantly go off into the break. Solano and Fellini. And the one rider they gave me as a teammate, yeah, the weakest guy on the team, Paccioni, the one who's first out the back every time. And guess who's long since out the back? Yeah, Paccioni, 6.5 minutes behind already. Schoenberger also 7.5 minutes down. Marengo well behind already. Solano and Puigi already dropped. And now I'm all alone, 2 minutes behind, and Fellini just now makes contact with the front group, which actually there's only 2 of them, and 9 giving chase. And he's certainly a quality climber, but you could see the damage that's been done to him and how he's destroyed his race already by trying to be in the breakaway instead of being back here and being comfortable and protecting me, and yeah, I'm screwed. So, team tactics is the word of the day. And I suppose that'll be the name of the episode as well, is team tactics, because ever since joining this team, one turn after another, I have questioned the team tactics, because there are some quality riders on this team that could have, on many occasions, provided me the support I needed as not somebody who's good in the mountains, but somebody who's great with the punch, that with their support to get me through the climbs, I could then go off and win a ton of stages that I've not been able to win because the team doesn't support the leader. My average is a 78 already, and yet I've rarely been given a chance to do anything. I think Fellini's a 73? 72? I think Fellini's a 73, Solano's like a 72 average rating. They're decent guys. They would be good support, but I rarely ever get them. They are almost always given charge themselves. By the way, Solano, Puigi, back.
More than 2 minutes separating them. The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
Breakaway is all shattered. It's all over the place there. And Fellini is one of the ones who's been dropped. He's a 1.5 minutes behind the break already. We are 3 minutes down from the rest of the break. And we're still only on our 2nd circuit of 4. Okay, well, there's that finishing line again, and that's the halfway point of this stage. Fellini was caught and passed easily there. Breakaway is down to 8 riders. They have a 2-minute gap. The guys who were out front earliest of that break are now long since caught and dropped, Fellini being one of those, because there was too much chase in the field. And it just destroyed those riders at the front until eventually a group that's like half AG2R, dang, and pretty strong guys like Gugard, there's Contreras up there. It's a lot of strong climbers. And I'm barely hanging on at this point. We just passed the halfway point of the race. If I had proper team support when it counted by the riders, that would have made the difference. Could have been a different day, different stage, but at this point, I think I'm going to drop well down the order because I do not think I will be there for that final climb. I think one of the next 2 or 3 climbs I'll get dropped. I'm recovering, but riding alone with a 66 mountain rating one of these times, it's just going to be too much. See just how tired I am here, and we're only halfway up this climb, and we're not going to have long to recover before the next one. Okay, time to back off. Yeah. Saving energy. Breakaway's been caught, and just making it over the top here. Just making it over. Okay, we'll go ×2 speed through the next time. So it's down to 20 riders, but you can see how little recovery I've gained with that short descent. Like what I need to do is use my 95 so I have the pace. I think that's what I'm doing here a little bit. And then we back off. Ride a little easier. And then we'll speed up again when we need to. Luckily the pace is coming out of the group. Nobody's attacking it right now. And I've got some time to recover. Still alive for now. But I can kiss second place goodbye. And I'm guessing that the leader is gone. However, there's still... He is gone. So I'm the de facto leader of the race right now. Well, no, wait. It was still showing Degenkolb up there a moment ago. I should see Degenkolb here on the list, right? This is that finishing climb. Next time through, this will be for the race victory. 37K, I need to get myself some water here. That's a good time to do it. And also a good time. There's Degenkolb. How is he still here? Degenkolb, a 62 on the mountains. And you don't appear to be... No! No! Getting the water, I got dropped. Really? Come on. Come on, Lawson Craddock. You're not going to work with me. I need to go. Come on. I need to get back up there. I need to get back up there. No. I just got water. Just got water. There we go. There we go. 19 at the front. But we're hitting a category 2 here in just a moment. And I'm toast. That's why I like being at the front of the field. That's why I like being at the front. I don't think I'm going to make it over this climb here. Oh, and Craddock's back too. Awesome. Now he comes back because they sat up. But I have no energy, and I had very little anyway. Even if we were here, I might not make it over this climb. But now I'm almost certainly going to be out. Okay, I need to go forward a little bit, use my strength without seeing this go crazy. Okay, now we sit up. Try to sit on. Group's down to 18. But it's still 3 kilometers to the top. What? No, it's not. Why are you saying that? That's 1K to go, Banner. Oh no. We're turning right. It's a different climb this time.
The riders are in a portion above 10%.
Whoa. They changed the climb. We're going to a secondary climb this time. Oh man. Oh, we were on a different climb this time. You look at the profile previously this time. We just got back on that road, but we added a whole nother section that was a lot steeper than what we had been over previously. And I'm still in it. I am still in it. 17 riders in the group. Get a little recovery here. I'm amazed I made it over the top, but the pace has really got out of the group because I think virtually every team is down to just 1 or 2 riders. So nobody's really putting the fight in the group, and it's allowing me and others to recover and stay in it, giving me that slight chance, because that final climb is a climb that I can do. If I can get over this climb and be in a similar state to where I'm at right now, I've got a chance to win this thing, which would be absolutely crazy after what we went through to get to this point. And I'm holding position pretty well. We're approaching the top. 2 minutes behind us, so nobody's coming back at this group. These are your final 17 for sure. I know I'm blinking red, but I'm holding position here, just trying to keep enough energy to get over the top, and it looks like I will. 16 now. $10K to go in the stage. My gel's gone though. No gel. I used it to get over that previous climb. And I've made it, and I'm recovering. 16 riders. 7K. Jumbo-Visma putting the work in. For De Plus, apparently. Bennett putting the work in. George Bennett. 4K to go, and here it goes. The climb. Craddock trying to attack already. 3.5K to go. I need to go 95. That's my pace, my appropriate pace. That's where I'm quickest, even though it's going to use energy a bit quicker. 2K to go. Gotta slow it up a little bit. Kind of sit on a little. Oh no, there goes the energy. Ah, there goes the energy with 1K to go. Just didn't quite have enough left in the tank. 5 riders off the front. Both Jumbo-Visma riders. My own little sprint. I'll just miss the top 10 on this one. It's amazing I'm still here. It's not Jumbo-Visma. They're going to take 2-3. It's Patrick Conrad for Bora Hansgrohe, and then George Bennett, then Lawrence De Plus, and Bennett was riding for De Plus. Mulberger hangs on a 4. Surprise result there. He was putting the work in too. For Conrad, Viermos, Moscon, Schultz, Martin, Schlegel, Dunbar. I take 13th, lucky number 13, just ahead of Degenkolb. Of course, the gaps were the other way behind. I'll still be in a decent position. I very well could be in the top 10 when we add in the times, and that's another good stage race for a non-stage racer. Can I see better this way? Yes, I can. Speed up. We're beating a lot of good riders. Spilak, Gugard, Gourmet, Craddock, all behind us. My own guys, mountain guys that should have done so much better than they did. If I had the team support, they certainly would have placed higher. Solano, Fellini. Could have been in the top 20 if they had worked for me. Because I wouldn't have abused them the way they abused themselves trying to get into the breakaway. An hour has passed. Time cut exceeded.
And here are the race highlights that we've selected for you.
I was close, but I should have tried to sit on and not gone at my effort, but I would have slipped back. Fairly certain. Oh, hello. I didn't notice that the rider I crossed the line with was Vincenzo Nibali of Bahrain Merida, where I'm likely headed to. He's the team leader there. He's got the mountain rating, not the hill rating, so we would be working opposite each other. 44 seconds lost. I do hang on to a top 10 position. Patrick Conrad moving into the race lead. George Bennett second to Plus. But with only one stage to go, I'm pretty comfortably in that position. Tish Benut, first one signed up. He extends with Lotto Soudal. And they're also going to pick up Mikel Landa and Corridon taking points leader, Brian Cockard. $26K to go, coming up on the end quickly. We're just a inner city circuit here, going around and around. There's pretty much no wind to deal with. There is a little traffic circle. There have been some crashes as we're kind of crowded into the street here. So we might face some troubles as we head towards the end here. But with just 7K to go, bring it on down to the finish. Small breakaway for riders. They still have 30 seconds. There's a small chance that they're not going to be caught, but usually that'll get reeled in as we kind of attack. But what I need here is I need somebody capable of sprinting or at least good on the flat. Marengo, not really. Schumberger's tired. Paccioni. Okay, we're going to follow Paccioni. Paccioni, you're going to follow Marengo and maybe Pucci. Yeah. And you're going to... Oh, shoot. Hold on. I need to take all 4 of these guys. Let's go like this. Reset. See how quickly they can get forward. Come on, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. There's the traffic circle, 4.6K. Come on, fight through the field, fight through the field. Ah, that's the extent, it won't let you go wider. Come on, there's got to be a gap somewhere. There's a gap. 2.9K. Really? 2.9K already? Sprint. Paccioni, get up there.
There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
1.6K. Come on, Marengo. Sprint, 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 sprint.
The escapees have surrendered. The pack gave them no chance.
$700 meters. Yeah, that did not work out. Hey guys, actual sprinters get away. Degan Gold, of course, takes another win. Bonifazio second. W. Share third. Milano. Bauhaus. We're going to miss the top 10 entirely. Barely even beating my own team towards that finish, as the mini sprint train that I tried to put together just got bogged down too far down in the pack. Too many wheels to overcome to get through it. And then Paccioni didn't even have any energy left by the time we did get through it. Would have been better attacking myself. Would have probably finished the exact same spot, 14th, maybe higher. So with 8 guys trying to break away, probably would have been 9th. Right behind him. Tail end, the actual sprinters, maybe 10th. As the Astana rider there. He's got a little gap, but I would have been somewhere in this gap. No time bonus. 10th place. And there we go. 10th in the general classification. Second at the Young Riders is worth 27 points. And we gain back some manager satisfaction after the natural decay. And I've got a bit of a sniffle. Henrik Mas extending, Egon Bernal extending, Gaviria going to Sunweb, Vianney going to Duquesne Quickstep, and Nassen going to Cajaral. We could have a contract coming for us within the next few days, so we're going to go ahead and stay live kind of as we push forward. We'll keep an eye on the news. So Pinot extending, Fulsang extending, Damar extending, Schachmann extending, Vanderpool extends. Corendon budget increase. They've already spent a lot of that. Next race day is the 15th. It's the 13th right now. Yates extending. Dennis going to Movistar. Pollock going to Want to Group Gobert. The team got an invitation to the Il Lombardia. That's good. That's a race suited to me. I can do decently well in. I probably can't win at this point. Froome extending. George Bennett extending, or Sam Bennett, not sure which one. Caleb Ewan extending. Already the 14th. No offers in yet, but usually they'll come in the 3rd week of August. Which means it'll probably happen within the next episode. Bardet extending, Woods extending. A lot of riders staying with their teams. Roglic. Movistar, Lopez is going over to Movistar from Astana. And that looks like all the news we're going to get for now. It's already the 15th. These are labeled as the 15th. It is Arctic Tour of Norway. 4 stage. That's a hill stage? Yeah, right. That's category 1. Really? 2.5K? I suppose I might be able to open up a little gap there, but not likely. That one. I could win that stage. I could actually win that stage. That's steeper and closer to the finish. I could claim this race. But it'll be in our next episode. Already getting into late August here. At the moment, Quickstep the strongest for next year. Ineos, Jumbo-Visma, Bora Hansgrohe. Bora moving way up the order. Sunweb, Movistar, Groupama FDJ, Lotto Soudal, all 4-star plus right now. And where is... Did I miss something? Where's Bahrain Merida? CCC. Oh my goodness. Look at that right there. Mitchelton, Scott, Bahrain Merida have yet to do any solid signings. Of course, we would boost the profile of any team that we sign right now. So we would bring them up a ways, but I don't know if alone we would get a team into the World Tour right now. Not sure that that would happen. So they've got some work to do if we're moving over to Bahrain Merida. They've got to get some other riders signed. I am 5th in the Continental rankings now. It's a couple spots down from where I was. 28th. That's a couple spots down from where I was, but still decent. Up on the month. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.